Day 26, Sunday the 12th of June. The pigeons cooing on the windowsill woke me, so I opted to take a walk while everyone else slept on. I discovered a beautiful wee lake hidden in a glen. To be honest, I went squirrel hunting, but there was none to be found. We haven't seen a single squirrel yet. After a fabulous large cooked breakfast, minus the black pudding, we headed for Heysham. This is the nuclear power station at Heysham, and Heysham is the place we are hopping on the ferry boat to go to the Isle of Man. This is where we parted company, Larry and I to catch the ferry to the Isle of Man. Rob and Ellie headed back to Aberdeen with a long drive ahead of them. While waiting for the ferry, Larry worked on editing his videos and I studied the guide for the Isle of Man. I ended up with a lot of circles on the map indicating all the must-do things. The incoming ferry unloaded lots and lots of motorbikes. Getting excited now. The ferry crossing was smooth. The water was like glass the entire trip. And while we were on the boat, we were told to look out for the wind farms out in the ocean. It was a very foggy, rainy day, so we didn't know if we were going to see them, but yeah, it was them. It's actually quite amazing to see all this stuff right out in the ocean. 577 individual turbines right in the middle of the Irish Sea. Yes, on the sea. You wouldn't want to be sailing through there at night time without knowing where you're going. It was a pretty uneventful trip across the Irish Sea from Heysham to the town of Douglas, and what we thought were funny-looking oil rigs were actually offshore electrical substations. Rob had told us about them, but it was a little difficult to get our heads around them until we actually saw them. It was all very impressive. And this is where we're staying for 3 days, and we'll spend a couple of them travelling by motorbike, going around the island. When we come in, we were greeted by this little castle-type thing stuck out on a rock. This is actually some sort of memorial stone set up by one of the earlier leaders of the town. It was there to, I don't know, commemorate or do something for people lost at sea, maybe. They called it a place of refuge. The ferry arrived into port and used its power thrusters to turn itself around in its own length and back into dock. That was impressive to watch also. Well done, Captain. Then we get ashore and we get another close look at the place. Solid harbour wall construction. And that's the ship we came on. Don't ask me how they pronounce that. Take a look at the vehicle deck. How many vehicles just keep pouring out of this thing? Now we're taking a 2K walk along the waterfront to our motel. That walk was no hardship for us, as there was still plenty of motorbikes in town. Needless to say, we gooed and garred our way to our lodgings. They had a fair going at Douglas to coincide with the TT, and that's the last of it now. The bonus upon registering was a complimentary drink. A very sociable lot here on the Isle of Man.